you have been involved in this project for so long, to the point that you were Tom's character a million years ago, right? So I was wondering what that process was like, why you stuck around, sort of what spoke to you about Uncharted.
Well, it's one of those things where, we thought it would make for a cool movie. There's not lots of video games that are really perfect to be adapted to the big screen. This is definitely one of them. It's so cinematic, great storytelling, huge adventure, action, all that stuff. And we obviously infused quite a bit of humor in the film. I just, I was on board with David O, and then we kind of moved on to another filmmaker, and then I was just kind of like, it was all in limbo. So
Yeah.
I was ready if they needed me. And then when I finally got the call, they were like, all right, we're ready to go. And I was like, cool, who's the other guy? I thought, we're going to get Jack, Tommy Lee Jones, and then all of a sudden they were like, Tom Holland. I was like, for what? And they said, for Nate, you're going to be Sully. I said, wait, what? And then I said, you know what? Actually, it made sense. And I read the script and I thought, wow, he's got to go through absolute torture and hell physically. And I get to kind of stay in the helicopter or in my tuxedo barking orders and telling them what to do and complaining about having injuries and not being able to get into the fray when it comes to the physicality. And I thought, fantastic. And I really enjoyed it. And, the dynamic between the two of us was really fun. And I looked forward to the opportunity to play with him.
I wanted to ask first, what was your relationship to the video game before signing on?
I was a big fan of the games. I played the games in my sort of downtime while shooting Spider-Man Homecoming. It was my way of sort of disconnecting. I think what's so special about the games is, this sense of escapism, this sense of adventure. So, while playing them as someone who makes movies, it was pretty obvious to me that it belonged on the big screen.
Right. And you've been with the project for a while. I mean, it's gone through sort of various iterations. So I was wondering, what did you really want to bring to the character of Nathan Drake?
I wanted to bring a youthful quality that I think was present in the games. I wanted to bring this kind of innocence, throughout the film, there is this theme of untrustworthiness. And I like the idea that Nate was kind of always at the butt end of that. And obviously, as the film progresses, he becomes a little bit wiser, as you'll find out when you see the film. So it was those kind of things, really, that I wanted to really get across.
Was there something about this version of the screenplay or whatever that sort of broke through where these other ones couldn't?
Yeah, there were so many different iterations. It was the best way to kind of get into it and allow the characters to become these iconic characters that the gamers that they own, that are theirs. They kind of belong to them. When you're playing the game, you're in control of the story and everything else. So we thought that was a good segue into it, and then be able to really not only appease the fans, but also introduce a whole new audience that may not know the game or be interested in games, but still be able to enjoy it and go on the ride. So I thought they really cracked it, which was good.